Edit columns is one of the most common steps in Parabola because it's super useful at making your data really nice and clean at the beginning of the flow. Without fail, almost every single one of my flows starts with an edit column step. And if this is the first step that you're adding to the canvas, you can either go ahead and drop that right into the drop zone so that data starts flowing into that step, or you can go ahead and drop it anywhere on the canvas, drag it over, and connect our arrows here. As I double click into this step, you're going to see this step really does three things. First thing is specify which columns you'd like to keep or remove from your data set. Second thing is reorder the columns in your data set. And finally, we can rename any of those columns as well. Now, in this example, let's say I want to go ahead and only keep a couple of these columns. So I can say, hey, let's keep product title, SKU, and in stock. And then maybe I want to go ahead and rename in stock to available. Once I show updated results, you'll see everything updates right in front of you. I can see now we have 3 columns. And if you do want to see the data from the previous step, I can click on input 1, see our original 8 columns, and then go back to our updated data set in our results view. My number one tip for you with the edit column step is to make your data as clean as possible in that first step, particularly when it comes to naming your columns. Let's say you're working with data from multiple data sets, let's say Shopify and Amazon. If you have an order ID field in both data sets, when you get further in the flow, it's going to be really confusing, like where did that order ID column come from? I would recommend naming in one data set, Shopify order ID, in your other data set, Amazon order ID, and then all of your downstream steps will be a whole lot easier to work with when you have those really clear names up front. Now that our columns are all nice and clean, we can start focusing on some of our rows, shifting focus to our filter rows step.